EB stands for employment-based because the EB-5 program, which really is investor-based, is said to be used to create jobs in the United States, and to some mild extent it does. The major reward for the program is that the alien gets a green card for himself and his spouse or her spouse and their kids, all in return for a $500,000 investment in a project that has been approved by but is not guaranteed by the United States government. So it is, to some extent, an immigration program and to some extent a foreign investment program. This program has a statutory limit set by the Congress of the United States of 10,000 visas a year. Now the 10,000 visas do not equate to 10,000 investments of $500,000. They equate probably on average to about $150,000, $175,000 in investment, because both parents and any kids they have each get a visa in return for the $500,000 investment. The people who are in fact immigrating in this program can't come to this country in any other way, or they wouldn't be spending $500,000. They are not skilled workers of a kind that we admit. They're not relatives of Americans or green card holders here. They're not refugees. They're simply somebody with $500,000. Now, so the program at its very best, or its largest, I won't say best, produces about $1.5 billion a year, can produce as much as $1.5 billion a year in new foreign investment. Another requirement of the EB-5 program is that the money not only be invested in a program that's been approved by the Department of Homeland Security, but that at the end the $500,000 will create 10 full-time jobs for residents of the United States, that is citizens and green card holders, for 10 people who are not part of the family that's making the investment. So that's a requirement. Typically it's just extremely difficult to meet those standards. So the Department of Homeland Security has lowered the standards. Instead of having to create 10 honest-to-God jobs of people that come to that worksite every day, they allow the estimation of indirect job creation by, and I'm quoting from the congressional language, any reasonable methodology. And any reasonable methodology, of course, gives creative economists a wonderful opportunity to create numbers that shows that this $500,000 investment is creating 10 jobs because of the indirect credits there. This is for kind of second-rate investments. These are not startup companies in Silicon Valley. These are not adventurous new activities in farming and mining. These are typically real estate developments, hotels, shopping centers, not very exciting stuff. This program is occupied about 80% by families from China, and as time passed, more and more, a greater and greater percentage of the investors, the EB-5 investors, came from that country. Many of them want to come to the United States because they're feeling insecure in their own country. Many of them simply want another passport as opposed to actually coming here and living here. But it's the prime attraction is the visa, and not what happens to the money.